Good evening and welcome back to Midnight Movie Club and my trailer breakdown for Godzilla vs Kong. We've got a lot to cover in this trailer, so let's get on with it. I'm going to watch through it a little bit while we chat. It is quite the trailer. We've heard a lot, we've seen a lot. Let's chat about it. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to join the club, and if you do enjoy this video, then please do leave it a like. Let's get into it. So off the bat, we see this explosion come out of this hillside just beside this city here, and it looks in the hillside, if you look closely, there's some sort of facility, and I believe that right off the bat, we are showing the main antagonist of this film. And a lot of you from the trailer are probably thinking, what a lot of people are probably thinking, is Godzilla, he's the bad guy, he seems so evil in this trailer. It's Mechagodzilla. We see him literally 4 seconds into the trailer. If you look very closely, as these people are running down into like an underground sort of bomb shelter or just a subway to get away from what is ever happening at this facility, it's Mechagodzilla. Like, look super close, you will see Mechagodzilla. Just up behind them, if you pause it just right, you will see in that dust and rubble this sort of metallic looking edges. There's these square looking, that's not Godzilla's jaw. That looks like something out of Zoids, that animated show. And you see this sort of red glow. It looks like Mechagodzilla to me. And I think this is a real antagonist of the film, and this is Mechagodzilla breaking out of whatever facility he was cooked up in, whether it is Monarch or where it is Apex. Anyway, moving on after this, we see some more kerfuffle with some people. And we also hear Skarsgård's character saying, "This is our only chance." I believe he's referring to getting Kong off the island and somehow getting Kong to save the world against what they think is Godzilla. We see King Kong knocked out, snoring away on the back of this pretty damn strong barge, and we can see him all chained up. And that collar, it's not brainwashing him, it's not controlling him or anything like that, it's literally just there to restrain him. But as we see later on, he doesn't seem too bothered by it. We see him checking out his chains as he is approached by some of these characters who I think are either Monarch or Apex, we're not 100% sure yet. But as you can see, yeah, he looks a bit pissed off, but he's not too bothered. And Kong, just off the bat, is looking really good here. I like this little kind of beard that he's got going on. It's nice and trimmed. He's got some battle scars. He's just looking good. We're then told that the world needs Kong before fighter pilots fly past this ship. And who are they after? Is it Godzilla or Mechagodzilla? Anyway, we are told that he is needed to stop what is coming and that this child is the key to Kong. We are told that she is the only one that Kong will communicate with. So she is key for this company to talk to Kong through her and for Kong to talk to them through her. She's needed, she's like the translator between them, I guess, and we have no idea why they're connected. She's got this doll of Kong that she's holding up. Has that got some sort of spiritual meaning to it? Has it been blessed in a way? Has it got magical powers? Who knows? But we know Kong is looking out for this little girl, and this woman from this company is now looking out for this little girl because she's going to be a very important asset in this war that is coming up with probably Mechagodzilla. Then we get to my favourite part of the trailer. As the little girl touches her hand on the wall of the ship, she seems worried. She can probably feel Kong is a bit worried as well. And we can feel something and hear something rising in the distance. We see Godzilla go straight through one of these naval ships with his spines just fucking taking it right out, and we hear that 2014 trailer music for Godzilla ramping up again as the jets fly in and start to bomb him, and it makes no difference whatsoever. This is just, it's such a godlike entrance and it's just so good, and I just can't wait to see the full scene play out. And in this one, Godzilla is taking no prisoners as his tail is just sticking out the sea, doing these ones, taking out fighter pilots, taking out the ships, as the ships and the fighter pilots try to scramble to fight back. And you'll actually see this company fighting back with Kong, so they seem like a friendly company. At first I thought they were going to be the antagonists making this fight happen, but it looks like Mechagodzilla is the one making the fight happen. And this shot here of Kong just looking out, looking super worried, it's brilliant. You can see the emotion in his face. The motion capture is fantastic. The CGI is beautiful. All of these shots are during the day. We're seeing kaiju action during the day, and it looks amazing. I'm loving what I'm seeing. And this shot here where he's pounding on the ship, looking down at the ocean before Godzilla rises. What an entrance. And at this part in the trailer, before Godzilla comes up on the ship, slamming down on these jets, blowing them up, we are told it's Godzilla. And I say, no, it's not. There's no way this is Godzilla. He's far too much of a villain. After the first two movies we've seen him in, this is not Godzilla. Do not be fooled by this. This is Mechagodzilla. I honestly think it is, or it's clever editing to make him look bad, and Mechagodzilla will show up later on down the line. But we did see Mechagodzilla about 4 seconds into this trailer, there's no denying it, and the fact that they're literally trying to say it's Godzilla makes me think, no it's not, they're trying to play with us here. Anyway, after that, while Godzilla rises, we see Kong winding up a fist as that sort of air raid siren winds up, and you just know shit's about to get real. They're about to throw down. You see the water coming down from Godzilla's gills. I can't say enough about this CGI. With each film in the Monsterverse, it just keeps better and better, and it looks fantastic here, like so good. And we see a little bit of the trailer fight with Godzilla getting punched and then getting shoulder barged into the ocean. As torpedoes come down through the sea towards Godzilla, he just fucking lights one up and shoots an atomic breath right to the surface, right through the boat Kong is on, and Kong screams and has to jump into the water. And it looks fantastic. I can't gush over this anymore. I'm sounding like a wee fanboy, but hey, that's what I am. It looks amazing. The action is spot on, and I can't wait to see it in full. Then we see Godzilla roar that famous roar in what I believe is Tokyo, Japan. Shout out to Jimmy who said that in the live chat earlier, and I do think he's right. I do think this is Japan. And what a way for these two classic kaiju to just throw down back in Godzilla's spiritual home. We then see Mark Russell from King of the Monsters saying Godzilla is out there and he is hurting people. And once again, I think they're just trying to force this fake narrative on us that Godzilla is the bad guy. I think that's what they were going for with this trailer, to worry a lot of people, to throw a lot of people off the scent. I think it's Mechagodzilla, like we seen at the 4-second mark. I also want to just talk about this shot of the trailer very quickly, as it is very interesting. We see this map with everything cut out and attached to it, and there's so much information here. It says Monarch stumped as to Godzilla's motives. Godzilla attack. We see attack, damage 1.2 million. And then over here we see nuclear cover-up, what you need to know, and I love all that kind of stuff. Then down here over near Madagascar, we see Godzilla sighting, Godzilla attack number 3. And then up there it says connections between Godzilla plus Apex. Who are and what are Apex? Good or bad? Are they Monarch? Are they not? Or are Apex the ones that are manufacturing Mechagodzilla or making the OG Godzilla lose his shit? We also see Apex facility attacked, Apex facility number 6. There's so much here, so pause it here, have a look, have a read. It says Godzilla attack claims lives. Godzilla's out here killing people. He always has been, but not on purpose. So yeah, this is serious. There's a lot going on. This is a very interesting shot. Implore you to take a look at it, have a read. Lots going on over in here in Africa, and lots going on in the southern Atlantic, where most of this looks to be taking place. He says he doesn't know why, and I do believe it's not just Kong aggravating him, challenging him for his king status, because I think if that was it, Godzilla would happily just go and fight him on Skull Island and not bother humanity. But in this one, Godzilla just seems far too destructive to be himself. It would spit in the face of everything he's done in the last couple of movies. We see then Millie Bobby Brown's character saying that there's something provoking him that we are not seeing here. So maybe it is something else. I hope it's not some sort of signal like in King of the Monsters. I hope there isn't this black box that beams this thing and turns him evil. Like I said in the live stream earlier when we were all chatting, in the warm-up for the trailer, I really hope one of them isn't just turned evil by something. I hope that they double down and go, this is Godzilla, this is King Kong, they're acting this way, that's it. Take it as it is, happy or not, that's it. Tough tits. But I would like it if it is Mechagodzilla and that's the kind of twist and the real Godzilla finally gets out, gets his hands on him and teams up with Kong. I think that would be cool. But I feel like a lot of people would like to see the OG Godzilla throw down with Kong, so I feel like it could annoy some people, but for me, I reckon it's alright. We then hear that the myths are real and that there was a war, as we see Kong touch his hand to a red hand paint on a cave wall, and I wonder what kind of myth they are talking about. But in this shot here where Kong goes to touch the wall, is he inside the earth? Is this confirmation of the hollow earth theory? As it looks like we've got mountains in the sky. I don't know if I'm tripping or if I'm the only one seeing this, but are we inside the earth right now? And this is where we're going to come into contact with kaiju like Kamazots and these new looking skull crawlers. Then after that we get an awesome shot with Kong with his new battle axe, and if you haven't noticed, I commented this on the trailer. If you see my comment, you better give it a like. This battle axe is actually built out of one of Godzilla's dorsal fins. Shout out to whoever said that on the live stream, I can't remember your name, sorry, but wow, that's so badass, and we'll see it later on in play, and trust me, you'll want to see this. We then see, moving on after that, more of this where I think it is the hollow earth confirmed. There's mountains in the sky. This looks like Middle Earth. We see Kong actually spinning round what looks like a new sort of skull crawler. I thought it was Kamazots at first, but it's not. We see Kamazots later on. But I really like the design. I love the ribs and the kind of wingedness to the side of them. And as he's swinging them round, smashing them, all this green goop's coming out, and it just looks fucking fantastic. Like, some of the shots, I can't say it enough. They look brilliant. The design of this creature here actually reminds me a lot of the snake xenomorph that NECA done. So yeah, I really like that design. We then hear that they are the last ones standing, and I believe that yes, there was a war between Godzilla's species and King Kong's species, and I think this will be the decider. And as she says the last one standing, we see that battle axe all red and charred up from the fight before. We see Godzilla roaring, or Mechagodzilla, and we also see a little bit of King Kong's shoulder in there as they're about to throw down one more time. So it seems like they actually will fight a lot in a lot of different locations, which is fantastic that we can't see enough of this. And we get a really cool shot of King Kong kind of squaring up, clicking his back, rearing his shoulders, stretching out a little bit. And it's so badass. He looks like a really fucking scary boxer. And he looks like he's about to knock Godzilla's block off, to be perfectly honest with you. And that's coming from a big Godzilla fan. So yeah, I'm loving the look of Kong in this. He's looking great and he's looking badass. And the fights are looking like they're going to be really sick. And I really like the camera movement. It's keeping in tight and it looks like it's going to move like an actual fight scene. So we'll see what happens. Adam Wingard is a really good director. I like him, so I hope he does well with this one. Then after that shot, we see Kamazots and other Kamazots, as there seems to be quite a lot of them kind of swooping down in this Middle Earth type area again. I'm pretty sure Hollow Earth is nothing but confirmed now. We see lava and all this blue stuff kind of dripping towards the bottom of this cavern, and we see Kong at the bottom fighting them all off. It looks badass. As he is fighting them off and roaring up at him, we kind of see that atomic blue glow of Godzilla below him as well. I really do wonder what that is. And I love this line we hear, who bows to who, as Kong gives Godzilla a double down fist right over the top of the dome, and then we hear, Kong bows to no one. And that was just such a badass line. And right after that, we see Kong charging at Godzilla in Tokyo, I believe it is, with that axe. And they look like they're just about to destroy each other. And then the coolest shot of this trailer, a shot we got in the other teasers, which I actually thought was underwater, but it's not. We see King Kong coming in with that axe. Godzilla's shooting his atomic breath at him. And King Kong actually deflects the atomic breath with the axe, that is made out of Godzilla's spine, like his spinal shard. That's insane. It is so badass, and it's such a flex in Godzilla. Godzilla's going to be pissed after that, using his own spinal shard to deflect his main huge game-winning attack. Brilliant, just brilliant, masterstroke, and it's a beautiful fucking shot. This shot as well, when it focuses in on Kong's face and we see him lighting up and all that spit coming out his mouth. Just look at that, it's beautiful. The CGI, the attention to detail is second to none. We then see him crack down, which I really think looks like a bit of a winning blow to me. But yeah, fantastic trailer. Didn't show too much, didn't show too little. Gave us little bits of dialogue to get the minds ticking over and to piece it all together. I'm sure more will come out and together over the next couple of days. I'll probably post a couple of theory videos after this once I can watch the trailer more, piece things together a little bit better. It is currently 3:50 AM where I'm at right now. I stayed up all night to see this one drop, so I will be a little bit tired, so I probably will miss a few things. But holy shit, I was so happy to react and break this one down for you all. We've been waiting for it for so long, and I personally think it was worth the wait. But I would like to take you back to that 4-second mark of the trailer. Just go back and look at it yourself. That's Mechagodzilla, isn't it? It has to be. Now I know what you're saying, like throughout the whole rest of the trailer we see a regular looking Godzilla being pretty bad. But what if Mechagodzilla somehow has flesh over his metallic parts in this one? What if they disguise him somehow? Or what if what Mechagodzilla is doing, Kong is mistaken for what the real Godzilla is doing, and the real Godzilla isn't doing that, and it's a bit of a misunderstanding, something like that, then they'll both come together at the end. I still do think they will throw down, there will be a winner, and I still do believe that Godzilla will be the winner. I believe he will be, just because the whole Toho thing, keeping him happy, keeping Godzilla in the mainstream media of the MonsterVerse and keeping it all together. I think he has to win. I'll be surprised if Kong does. I won't be mad. Kong looks really cool. But I do think Godzilla will win. I don't think it will be by far or anything like that. I don't think it will be a beatdown. He'll just win. But then they'll both have to take on Mechagodzilla or just another threat. I'm really interested in this one though. I'm really interested to hear what you all have to say. So please let me know all of your comments in the comment section down below. What you think is going on. Who do you think the big bad is? Do you think it is just Godzilla? Is it going to be just Godzilla and Kong and Godzilla's turned into a dick? And if that was right, how do you feel about that? Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please do leave it a like. And if you haven't already, then subscribe to join the club. As always, thank you very much for watching and good night.